It has been 1 year since Russia's bloody invasion of Ukraine began, and across the globe, thousands are calling for peace. A stunning display outside of the Russian embassy in London, protesters dumping paint on the road, using passing cars to spread it into a giant flag of Ukraine on the embassy's doorstep. And yesterday, a moment of silence to mourn the lives lost in the invasion interrupted by Russia during the UN Security Council meeting. Meanwhile, the U.S. says its support will continue. NewsNation correspondent Joe Khalil tracking this for us and joins us live now. Joe?
Yeah, Natasha, now that we've hit the 1 year mark after the invasion into Ukraine, President Biden says that he is going to maintain the United States will continue its support and its funding of Ukraine. And most Republicans agree with President Biden, especially those in leadership right now. Despite some Americans, according to polls, being weary, the president says we'll continue on this track, although not giving Ukraine everything it wants.
The cost of walking away could be considerably higher than the cost of helping Ukraine maintain its independence.
President Biden, fresh off his surprise trip to Kyiv, marking the 1 year point since Russia invaded Ukraine, promising Friday to continue funding and supporting Ukraine's efforts, but with limits.
We're sending him what our seasoned military thinks he needs now.
You don't think he needs F-16s now?
No, he doesn't need F-16s now.
That despite urging from many members of Congress, some defense officials, and even celebrities to give Ukraine F-16 fighter jets. Sean Penn, actor and pro-Ukraine activist who's been in the war-torn country, telling Politico, quote, Ukrainians are going to fight to the last drop of blood, and that drop of blood will be on our hands if we don't faithfully equip them. After a full year of bloodshed and blight, 14 million Ukrainians have been displaced. More than 21,000 estimated civilian casualties, almost 500 children dead, and more than 200 medical facilities damaged or destroyed.
The victims of the aggression.
Tension spilling over diplomatically as well. This week, the Russian ambassador to the UN interrupted a minute of silence honoring victims of the war. Continued American funding to Ukraine may be a dividing line heading into election season next year. Already a split emerging among Republicans who may be seeking the White House.
But just saying it's an open-ended blank check, that is not acceptable.
Governor Ron DeSantis says there should be a limit and a detailed strategy on what aid the U.S. gives. He says Putin won't threaten more NATO countries beyond Ukraine. But former Vice President Mike Pence, another 2024 contender, responded to DeSantis with this, quote, anyone that thinks Vladimir Putin will stop at Ukraine is wrong.
And another point where President Biden made some news is on the question of China. Asked whether the intelligence shows that China is going to provide Russia with weapons, which is what we reported last week, President Biden still says that he here doesn't anticipate a major initiative on the part of China to give weapons to Russia. Natasha.
All right, Joe Khalil live for us this evening. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.